How can someone vanish into thin air while being recorded the entire time? Surveillance cameras don't lie. They're cold, mechanical witnesses to reality, watching, recording, documenting. But in the cases you're about to see, they captured something chilling, people disappearing on camera, never to be seen again. These aren't just ordinary disappearances. These are cases that defy logic, haunt investigators, and leave families shattered. Each one comes with its own set of eerie visuals, captured on CCTV, elevators, street corners, moments frozen in time that only raise more questions than answers. Whether it's a young student entering an elevator or a man walking down a hallway and vanishing forever, these images are the last anyone has ever seen of them. From a hotel surveillance video that sparked worldwide conspiracies, to a teenager who seemed to vanish in plain sight at a major sports stadium, we're diving into the most disturbing missing person cases ever caught on camera. And trust me, you won't look at security footage the same way again. 1. Elisa Lam. On February 19, 2013, the body of 21-year-old Elisa Lam was found in a water tank atop Los Angeles' infamous Cecil Hotel. The only clue? A 4-minute surveillance video that went viral for all the wrong reasons. In the elevator footage, Elisa is seen pressing multiple buttons, peeking out as if hiding from someone, making bizarre hand gestures, and behaving erratically. She then exits the elevator and disappears from view forever. What followed was a firestorm of online theories. Was she mentally unwell? Was she being followed? Was there something supernatural? The water tank she was found in was sealed, requiring serious effort to open. No one saw how she got up there, no alarms were triggered, no witnesses ever came forward. To this day, Elisa's final moments remain a chilling mystery etched into internet lore. 2. Brian Shaffer. Brian Shaffer was a 27-year-old medical student in Ohio who went out with friends to a bar in Columbus in 2006. Security footage shows him entering the bar, then nothing. He's never seen leaving. Police combed every frame. No back exits, no blind spots, no tampering. Brian simply entered and was never seen again. Friends were questioned. The bar was torn apart brick by brick, but it was as if Brian had stepped off the face of the earth inside a bar packed with people and cameras. And just when you think you've heard the weirdest story, imagine watching your teenage son vanish while walking across a football field with dozens of cameras pointed at him, and not a single one catching where he went next. 3. Bryce Lespisa. In 2013, 19-year-old Bryce Lespisa left his college dorm in Northern California, seemingly on his way home. Over the course of several hours, his movements were tracked via credit card transactions, cell phone pings, and eyewitness accounts. Surveillance footage from truck stops showed a calm young man who then just stopped. He pulled his car to the side of a remote road, and hours later, it was found at the bottom of an embankment, overturned and empty. His wallet, phone, and laptop were still inside, but no Bryce. The kicker? There were no signs of struggle, blood, or foul play. Just a perfect vanishing act, captured in fragments by roadside cameras and gas station footage. Before we get into the next mystery, if you're finding this as gripping as we are, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more real-life disappearances, cold cases, and disturbing true crime breakdowns. These stories deserve to be told and remembered. 4. James Allen. James Allen was the kind of man whose life revolved around structure. A 38-year-old tech executive in Seattle, his days were booked down to the minute, his reputation clean, and his future bright. On the night of May 14, 2021, James returned home to his luxury apartment after dinner with a client. Security footage shows him entering the building just before 10 p.m. He waves at the doorman, takes the elevator, and steps out on the 14th floor. Then, he walks down the hallway toward his unit. And that's the last anyone has ever seen of him. His building was blanketed in high-resolution cameras. The hallway had full coverage, multiple angles. One clip shows James turning the corner, but no camera shows him ever reaching his door. None show him leaving. It's like he simply walked off the face of the earth in the middle of a hallway. Police scoured the footage for any possible disguise, hoping maybe he'd changed clothes and slipped past the cameras. But timestamp syncing across all floors ruled that out. They checked the stairwells, no sign of entry or exit. Keycard access logs were cross-referenced with all footage. No match, no pings from his phone, no credit card activity, not a single clue. What makes it all the more haunting? James had no history of mental illness, no debts, no enemies. He was planning a major business launch just days later. His laptop was still open on the kitchen counter, email tabs still open. He didn't run, he didn't leave, He was just gone. 5. Kendrick Johnson. 17-year-old Kendrick Johnson was a quiet, focused student-athlete in Valdosta, Georgia. On January 11, 2013, students at Lowndes High discovered his body upside down in a rolled-up wrestling mat in the school gym. Officials ruled it an accident. They claimed Kendrick dropped a shoe inside the mat, reached in headfirst, and got stuck. But almost immediately, questions began to surface. His shoes were sitting neatly next to the mat, not inside it. His face was severely swollen, suggesting more than just asphyxiation. And when the family received Kendrick's body back, they discovered something horrifying. His internal organs were missing, replaced with newspaper. The funeral home claimed the organs had been removed during the autopsy and somehow lost in the process. The school was covered in surveillance cameras. But key footage was missing, specifically the moments when Kendrick would have entered the gym. Dozens of students appeared in the footage. Kendrick didn't. Analysts later concluded that timestamps had been altered and sections were either deleted or corrupted. His family has never accepted the official story. 2 independent autopsies suggested blunt force trauma as the true cause of death, but no one has been charged, no arrests, no trial, just silence. And yet, the case refuses to fade. People still dig into the videos, still ask why Kendrick was found in a gym mat and why the very footage meant to bring truth may have been the first thing manipulated. What makes these cases so haunting isn't just that people vanished, it's how they vanished. In an era where cameras track everything, your walk down a hallway, your stop at a gas station, your press of an elevator button, these stories defy what's possible. Cameras are supposed to solve mysteries, but in these cases, they created them. We saw the last moments, we have the footage, and yet, the questions scream louder than the silence left behind. Why didn't anyone notice? How did no one see? Where did they go? These aren't just unsolved cases, they're nightmares trapped in pixels. Each case leaves behind a different kind of horror. Elisa Lam's erratic gestures. Brian Shaffer's bar exit that never happened. Bryce Laspisa's final drive into the dark. James Allen's vanishing hallway. Kendrick Johnson's missing footage. They're reminders that not all answers can be found with technology. That even in a world where we're constantly watched, the truth can still slip through the cracks. And maybe, just maybe, that's the scariest part of all. As we improve facial recognition, AI tracking, and smart surveillance, we like to believe we're safer. But cases like these show that when something or someone wants to disappear badly enough, no camera can stop them. If these stories shook you, subscribe for more deep dives into true crime's strangest cases. Drop a comment below. Which case chilled you the most? Do you think any of them will ever be solved? And if you're still watching, thank you. You just proved that some mysteries are too compelling to look away from. See you in the next one.